Hi there, and welcome to Self-Help FAQ, the YouTube channel. I'm Barb, your host. And I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered at the end of the day where all the time went, even though you were busy all day long? Well, if so, I've made something for you, and I want to tell you about it. Introducing my new 16-week Guided Productivity Journal Workbook, where you will find focus, build momentum, and stay consistent, available now on Amazon. When I created my first journal, which I affectionately call the Blue Journal, so many of you told me it helped you think more clearly and stay positive, but you wanted a way to stay on track with your daily goals. So I built this journal to bridge reflection and action. I've spent months refining the layout so it's simple, motivating, and realistic, even if you only have a few minutes a day. This productivity journal is for anyone who's juggling multiple priorities, such as creators, professionals, parents, and dreamers who want to see real progress without burning out. So let's take a look at what a typical week would look like in here in the book. So I'm looking at week 3, titled Your Energy Determines Your Output. And so I always have put a famous quote at the top. I like to do that in my books because it gets me thinking about the theme. So it's Manage Your Energy, Not Your Time by Tony Schwartz. So instead of managing minutes, you'll discover how managing your energy, physical, mental, and emotional, creates better results. And so here's my personal essay. I'll give you a personal essay of things that happened in my life regarding productivity or things that did or didn't work. And so this one is about how I determined that energy worked better. Knowing my own energy worked better for my output. So here's where I say in my essay, some people are early birds and happily rise with the roosters. Others proudly call themselves night owls. I wear 2 hats, writer and musician, and my energy follows its own rhythm. When it comes to writing, the afternoon is my friend, but when I'm performing or practicing music, I come alive at night. Any way you slice it, I'm just not a morning person. That wasn't always easy to accept. For a long time, I tried to follow all the productivity guru advice about having a perfect morning routine. You know the saying, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Maybe that works for some people, but when I forced myself into that pattern, I felt drained by afternoon and couldn't write. By evening, when it was time to go out and perform, I was too tired to even enjoy the music, so I would often cancel my evening. Everything changed when I stopped fighting my natural rhythm. Once I started scheduling creative work during the hours I felt most alert, my output improved dramatically. My writing deepened, my performances were stronger, and I actually felt energized instead of exhausted. I've also learned that energy isn't just about the time of day. It's about how you treat your body. When I eat junk food and skip exercise, I feel sluggish and foggy. But when I fuel myself with healthy food and move regularly, my energy levels rise, and so does my focus. Listening to your body is the real secret to productivity. When you align your work with your natural energy cycles and fuel yourself well, your focus sharpens, your creativity expands, and everything you do feels smoother. Energy, not time, is your truest currency. Paying attention to your energy isn't about being lazy or rigid with routines. It's about working with yourself instead of against yourself. Once you notice when you're feeling strong, alert, and creative, you can build your schedule around those natural highs. The reflections on the next page will help you explore your personal rhythms so that you can plan smarter, protect your energy, and use it where it counts most. And so typically on the next page of each chapter or each week, you get reflection prompts. And so on this one, I say you don't have to change who you are to be productive. You simply have to understand how your energy works. And this week is about paying attention to the times, foods, and habits and moods that lift you up, and the ones that quietly drain you. When you begin noticing your natural rhythms instead of fighting them, you can plan your work around energy peaks instead of battling through slumps. Let these reflections help you discover when and how to do your best work. So here are, I think I put 6 or 7 questions in there. So number 1, when during the day do I feel most alert, focused, and creative? And 2, what activities or habits give you more energy and which ones leave me feeling tired or foggy? And number 3, how does my energy change when I eat well, move my body, or get enough sleep? 4, when have I ignored my body's signals to rest or refuel? What happened to my focus or mood afterward? 5, how could I adjust my schedule so my most demanding tasks match my highest energy times? And 6, what one change could make this week to protect and renew my energy physically, mentally, or emotionally? And typically the next page is your activity for the week. Mapping your energy levels. When you understand how your own energy patterns, when you understand them, you can match your hardest work to your highest power hours and save easier tasks for slower times. This activity helps you see your natural rhythm at a glance. So step 1, at the end of each morning, afternoon, and evening this week, pause for 15 seconds and rate your energy on a scale from 1 low to 10 high. And you can use the table below that I gave you, where you have the days of the week and you've got morning, afternoon, and evening notes. So you can talk about your sleep, your meals, your exercise, your mood. And step 2, look for patterns. At week's end, review your notes. When were your energy peaks? When did you consistently fade out? Did food, movement, sleep, or stress seem to make a difference? And then step 3, plan around your high energy times. Use your next week's calendar to place your most demanding or creative work during your high energy periods. Reserve your lower energy times for lighter or routine tasks. Step 4, revisit and adjust. Your rhythm may shift with seasons, hormones, or life changes. Repeat this mapping exercise every few months to stay tuned to your current pattern. And then you get a reflection after the exercise. How does it feel to see your energy on paper? What surprised you about your natural rhythm? And what one adjustment could help you honor that rhythm instead of fighting it? And very last, usually on each week, is the application exercise, where you actually put things into practice. Plan your week by energy, not the clock. Now that you've charted your energy patterns, it's time to put them to work. This week's challenge is to design your days around your energy peaks instead of the time on the clock. So step 1, identify your power hours, look at your energy map, and circle the times when you've consistently felt strongest, clearest, or most creative. Those are your power hours, the windows when your brain and body naturally work at their best. And step 2, match tasks to energy. List your usual daily tasks and assign them to the time of day that fits their energy level. So high energy hours, you might do creative work, problem solving, writing, strategic planning. Your medium energy hours would be for meetings, communication, collaboration. And your low energy hours would be for admin tasks, email, cleanup, and prep. Step 3, protect those hours. Block your power hours on your calendar. Treat them like appointments you can't miss. If possible, silence notifications, close doors, or let others know you're available during that window. And step 4, evaluate and adjust. At the end of the week, review how it went. Did working with your energy improve your focus or mood? Which hours felt most productive or calm? What change will you keep for the next week? And that is what you get mostly. At the end of each chapter, I try to put checklists and trackers, which you might find in just those types of journals that only do checklists and trackers. I wanted more meat to my journal, so I wanted to do all the other prep work that goes into it. And so at the end of each week, I put some checklists and trackers for this one. So you review this before starting the work, your weekly intentions. So my power hours are times I feel most focused and creative, tasks that deserve my best energy, habits or choices that boost my energy, habits or choices that drain my energy. Then there's an energy tracker too. So morning, afternoon, evening, and you can rate where they're highest and least highest. And there's the end of the week reflection. So what patterns did I notice about my energy? How did aligning my work with my energy change my results or mood? And what will I do differently next week to maintain high energy and focus? And sometimes I'll put in a reminder or some encouragement notes. This one is, your time matters, but your energy decides what you can actually do with it. Protect it, renew it, and use it wisely. And so this is just a sample of what you get each week. So yes, it's a lot of work, but you kind of have to put the work in your prepping and thinking about how you want to be more of a success in your life. And so that's why I made this not only a journal, but it's a workbook too, because you do need to work on getting your system straight before you can actually get your productivity going. So I know how overwhelming it can feel to have a long list of ideas, but not having a plan that sticks. So this journal helps turn good intentions into finished products. So you can stop spinning your wheels and finally make steady progress and actually feel proud at the end of the week when you're finished. So, because, productivity isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters and doing it consistently. And so if you're ready to create a routine that supports your goals and helps you finally stay consistent, I hope that you will grab your copy of this productivity journal where you're going to find focus, build momentum, and stay consistent. So it's available right now on Amazon. I hope you will go there and grab your copy, and I'll put the link below in the description box. This has been Barb at Self-Help FAQ YouTube channel, and I will see you next time here. And hope you have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.